There is magic in music.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Critical Pit and welcome back to Cadenza. I am Adam Cox, the Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by my players Luke Kukla.
Hello there.
Sean Schofield.
Hello.
And Kieran Doughnutter.
Hello.
Excellent. So, how are we all doing, guys?
Yeah, doing all right. Doing all right.
Okay, so last time in Cadenza, we all found ourselves, for one reason or another, in the city of Ionia, and more specifically, at the front door of the Badger's Trousers. As you guys were waiting outside, the landlady burst out of the door in a panic and asked you guys to help clear some skeletons from the kitchen. Once you had done that, she then asked you to take the bones to the basement where her friend Hack was waiting and could help guide you to a good place to get rid of the bones. Hack took you to a crypt through a tunnel that they definitely hadn't dug themselves, where Torgrim opened up the sarcophagus, threw the bones in and awoke the sleeping skeleton inside. It turns out that the skeleton was once a legendary street fighter who then pivoted to boxing and is now giving a completely new name to the phrase bare knuckle boxer. You dispatched the boxer while Hack made an escape, and as you guys tried to follow after her, a couple of goblins entered the crypt through the main doors. You quickly found out that these guys were from the Motif clan, but it wasn't long before the crypt was swarmed by the City Watch trying to catch members of this clan, and who mistook you for being part of that clan too. They bundled the five of you into the cart, but before long, the two goblins just disappeared right in front of your eyes. And that is where we are going to pick up from today, with the three of you in the back of the police cart. Okay, guys, so here you are in the police cart, and the two goblins have just disappeared right in front of your eyes.
Is this picking up immediately?
Yeah.
So, like, we've just been caught, we're in, and we're shackled, I assume, yeah?
Yes, you are.
Torgrim's just like, I'm guessing we're shackled.
Yeah, you're shackled in the cart.
Okay.
Mm.
He's just like shaking, trying to get these things up. And break out.
I'm just like casting a little bit of a mage hand and just having it like walk along the seats and stuff just to, cure boredom. Rock, paper, scissors in myself, Oh, damn it, the same one every time.
Oh, what's happened? Where are we? The last thing I knew that the dwarven man was just opening up that crypt. Why are we here?
What do you mean? Why are we here? We've been arrested, clearly.
But I don't remember.
You don't remember killing a skeleton boxer?
I don't remember killing anything. That seemed very unlike me.
Dude, you picked people up.
Yeah, we certainly went on a frenzy.
It's the first
that
I've known
happened
to do
before?
that.
No.
No, never.
Well,
Rather
maybe
bizarre.
try and do it again to get us out of here. As I'm like swinging legs at him, trying to get him angry.
You can just imagine like, Torgrim's just sat on the bench like a little toddler kicking his legs out.
Yeah. I've got him like 4 feet. Reach around.
I'm gonna cast. Ooh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna cast a message and point it towards. I believe which side would be the front of the caravan? Would it be this end here?
No, the other end.
The other end.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look over that way. I'm gonna look over this way, and I'm gonna cast a message through the wall because I'm assuming there's a driver there, and I'm gonna say to them, "How long have we got till we get to the prison? I'm starting to get a bit worn out." And they can reply.
Tell me the wording of the spell.
It's just the target hears them in the head and they can reply back once. It works to solid objects. Oh, it says if familiar with the target. So no,
Yeah.
It won't work then.
I was just about to roll to see if he would know that he can reply. Because he might just hear it. Maybe he's come across something like this before, but yeah, you probably can't do that.
Cool.
I'm sure they can hear me screaming anyway. Do you know any magic to get us out like the deep guys did?
I mean, I could try and freeze the chains, I guess, perhaps, but I think we might be in a lot of trouble. I don't know if I want to add more to that.
We can take them.
You certainly can. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm more of the backline fighter.
So one.
I don't,
Go on.
I was going to say, I don't wish to offend Mr. Dwarven Man, Torgrim, I believe the name was. I'm presuming that you are the loudest one here. Would you be able to shout through and see whereabouts we are exactly going?
Will do.
No, that was great. It peaked out. It was so good.
No.
The driver ignores you. They're used to this kind of thing. Used to people shouting in the back of the cart.
That was so good, though. That dwarf woman who was digging, Hack, she seemed a little suspicious. Do you reckon she has something to do with this? With those goblins, perhaps?
She seemed like she wasn't exactly telling us everything that happened.
Yes, I'm not too fond of deceit, and I didn't appreciate it. But
can you all roll
maybe
an?
we'll have a chance again.
Can you all roll an insight check, please?
Okay, we'll get my insight. Can't do investigation, no.
No.
20.
Oh,
20.
Natural 20.
Nat
No,
20.
Natural 20 for 20. It's for 23.
A 20 and a 20 not nat and a nat 20.
Nat 20, 23, yeah.
Okay.
A 4 for me.
And a
So
4.
I just think she was a lovely lady.
So yeah, that wouldn't have been a difficult insight check anyway. It would have been quite a low check. But you didn't actually think there was anything disingenuous about her. It may have been the DM's acting that made you suspicious and not her actions. It wasn't supposed to be suspicious, but yeah, she genuinely wanted to run out and check that nothing was falling down in the tunnels and stuff.
I'm thinking that should now be like a catchphrase we should have, just hashtag blame the DM.
Yeah. It has to be like come over like a finger or something, point on you and blame you, the DM.
Fine with that. I'll take the blame.
just a bit quirky. That's funny. That's all.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you guys have been in this cart for probably a couple of hours by now. Yeah, a couple of hours, and you start to feel it coming to a stop, and when it does eventually stop, a minute or two passes, and you hear footsteps coming around to the back of the cart. A big sort of chain of cheese, a big chain of cheese. You hear somebody clunking like a big chain of keys, trying to find the right one. They open the back of the door, and you see this dwarf-looking character, but the most human-looking dwarf you've ever seen. Bit strange, but you had seen him before. So this person was stood at the top of the stairs to the crypt. And it was clearly that he was the one sort of running the operation, sent the guys in to grab you. He was there to make sure everything went okay. So you can tell he is quite high up in the City Watch. And so yes, he says, right, you lot, come with me. And he gets.
You have much of a choice?
No, you don't. And he steps back, and then somebody else comes in, unchains you. You can see a couple other people sort of stood behind him, making sure nothing goes wrong. So they unchain you from the cart, and they chain you back up together, and then walk you out of the cart. And they walk you down into a prison. Oh, hang on, I should probably do that. You can see once you're outside that there is sort of a prison building. Sort of some steps leading up to it, some big pillars. It's a really big building. And they walk you into the building, and once you get in there, you sort of take an immediate right to go down some stairs into a basement, and that is where you are walked into the prison. They march you into the building, down the steps to the right, and you know you're in a prison. You can't see any cells properly at the minute, but you know you're in a prison underground. in front of you, you see just a big table with the guy that you just opened the back of the cart standing right in front of you, and he says to his staff, right, lock them up, but not together. So I'm going to move Hi-Synn first, and I might leave a little bit of this in the video because you will see this as it's going through. I don't want to just cut and paste you into your cell, but now I will. There's you, Goog. Okay, so yeah, they take you into the prison and put you in your cells. You can see they are shared cells. There's not too many people in here at the minute. Okay, so yeah, you've been put into your cells. And so how this is going to work? So I'll let you know beforehand because you are going to be here for a little while, not like 3 episodes. We'll skip time, but you can all quite clearly hear from the other cells because it's not that big a room. The acoustics down here, it's going to be echoey. So if you decide to have conversations with the other person in your cell, and it's going to happen probably over sort of 2, 3, 4 hours. So you don't have. So we're not going to cut to one person and they have a conversation for 10 minutes, and the next person has a conversation for 10 minutes. The conversations you have will be over a good amount of time. But also, that everybody else can hear. So if there's something that you want to say without the other party members hearing, you can sort of just let me know or let everybody know that you choose to say this when there's another conversation going on or something like that. You'll say it a bit quieter so they can't hear you, so they don't get distracted by what you're saying or whatever. If that makes
coming handy.
If that all makes sense. So anyway, yeah, you probably won't have anything that you want to say without the others hearing, but I just thought that's how it will go, and I thought I'd let you know beforehand. So we're going to start with Torgrim. So yeah, Torgrim, you get placed in a cell with a male tiefling. He's got medium length black emo swept hair across his forehead. He's got black fitted trousers and a leather jacket. The leather jacket looks like well worn. He's had it for a long time. He loves his jacket by the looks of it. He's also got a large yellow scarf sort of across his face over here. And that is all that's all you see from him. I think we will go one by one to have these conversations though, instead of flitting about. So yeah, it's up to you. You can still talk to the other guys if you want while you're in here. You can talk to this person who's in here with you.
Yep. I'll just turn to him, say, "Cool fringe, bro," and say, "What are you in for?"
Stealing shoes. I run an orphanage and we haven't got much money at the minute, so I was trying to get some shoes for the poor kids that we look after, and these idiots, these City Watch idiots, didn't, they don't care about the kids. So yeah, they grabbed me and locked me up. What are you in for?
Killed a guy.
You killed a guy. You killed a guy. Who did you kill? And why? You're not gonna kill me, are you? Why do you kill people?
And so you, a boxer, come back from the dead, trying to kill me.
Oh, the aggression.
Oh my god, I am not a good DM because I laugh at everything.
It's great. It's great.
No, I'm not a boxer. And Street Fighter come back from the dead. What a strange question.
Okay, then I won't kill you.
Okay.
Those are nice shoes, though.
Oh, thanks. They're like. No, I bought these with my own money. I go out dancing in them. I like dancing as well. What kind of music are you into?
Oh, everything.
Everything.
Name a band.
Name a band.
Yes.
Jesus. The Cable Guy.
Yeah, love the Cable Guy.
You love the Cable
Guy. Yeah.
It's just here.
Nice. Yeah, strange. Okay. So do you live here? Do you live in Ionia, or are you visiting?
I was visiting looking for a job, but then the cops came, brought me here.
Yeah. Sorry, you must forgive me. I never even asked your name. What's your name?
Torgrim.
Torgrim. Nice to meet you. I'm Ergbar.
Egbar.
Yeah. So I live here. I live in Ionia. I've always lived here. Yeah. Well, nice to meet you. Please try not to kill me. We'll move on from you for now. We can come back if you want. Hi-Synn, you are placed in a cell with a human lady. She has long, dark, wavy hair, got a hint of green in her eyes. She's wearing armor with a gold octopus emblem on the front. She's
Our hands shackled together, or
not when you're in here, no.
okay, cool. Okay, well, I'll offer to shake her hand. Offer to shake her hand.
She shakes back. How are you?
Well, all things considered, not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. I am Corsan. Who are you? What's your name?
They call me Hi-Synn.
Hi-Synn.
Yes.
Is that with a hyphen?
Yes.
Hi-Synn with a hyphen. Nice to meet you.
She's like, and then she'll point out the octopus on her armor and say, "That's a rather unique crest. I've never seen anything like it. Where is it from?"
It's from my home city. Yeah, I am from Doria. I'm not sure if you heard of it, but that's what everybody.
Would I know where that is?
Okay, you might know it. Roll a history check, please.
21.
21. So you have heard strong rumors. You think you know these rumors are true. So Doria is a city that is traveling around the sea on the back of a giant turtle.
Ooh.
So it moves. What else would you know from that? So you think you've heard that they have the octopus on the crest on the front of their armor. It's not an octopus; it's actually a kraken.
Okay.
And they have that because they once killed a kraken that they were defending the turtle from the kraken.
Very nice.
But you don't know how it came to be that the city is actually riding around on the back of the turtle's back in the sea. If it is, that's the rumor you've heard.
Oh, okay. So are the fancy rumors true that your city is on the back of a giant turtle, or is it all hearsay?
Yes. No, that's true. Everybody knows that. I thought.
Wonderful. Yeah, you know how rumors change as it changes hands. You know, not always the same things you hear.
We just hear the same things all the time. We don't really get out much because we don't come close to land very often. Well, did I already ask? What are you in for? What have they got you here for?
Well, I think my friend perfectly described it across the hallway. We killed a man.
Well, we now. He only said I. He didn't give you the credit for it.
Yeah, but look at him. Do you think he's going to give credit for that?
He's just in the self flexing.
So, man, what was this man doing? Why did you kill him?
Even trying to fight us.
Rise from the grave. Trying to.
It was a rather peculiar situation. Wandered down into a tomb doing something or other for a barmaid or a bar owner. It's
I
been
don't
long
think
travel. I'm rather worn out.
Yeah, I don't think I need to know all the details. So where are you from?
Yes, from a well-known place called Lockria.
I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, if you're not,
No.
Yeah, it is. It is more towards the center of the land masses. You know, it's in a nice forested area. So perhaps if you stay on the sea, you may not have actually been there before.
Yeah. So the problem is our history libraries, I guess, is quite outdated because we don't get out very much. Like I said, we don't get to come on land very often to actually update them, or we don't have historians out in the world learning things to come back. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, wonderful. So how did you get in here then? If you're out traveling,
I I don't know. They didn't really tell me. I think I was just poking around something that I shouldn't have been. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Poking
I
around
guess
in the
so.
city.
Um, it was in a library. Again, like I said, just trying to find information, trying to find out more about the world to take home to Doria. Is it Doria? It's like,
Yeah, Doria.
take home and update our history a little bit. But maybe I found some books I shouldn't have. Looking through some books I shouldn't have.
I do quite like some forbidden books. Perhaps if we get out, you can show me where they are.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea, especially because the old boy around the corner can probably hear us.
She's gonna raise her voice and she goes, "That's fine." And then Hi-Synn's gonna sit on the bed basically and just like put it back against the wall and not go into a trance but kind of rest because that journey must have been killer.
Okay. And we will leave it there for now. And Goog, you're in the cell. You're pretty exhausted from everything that happened, and I don't think you are too particularly bothered about talking. You lie down on the bed and you sort of fall asleep, and you wake up to somebody poking you or about to poke you. So you wake up with this person very, very close to you. He's looking right in your face and you're looking right in his, with his hand almost touching your cheek. And as soon as you sort of wake up and come to, he starts asking questions. He says, "Where have you been?"
I don't know actually. No, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what has happened, but I can only take the people I've come in with. I can only take their word for what actually happened. I'm not entirely sure.
You have just returned to this plane. You don't remember being on another plane.
I do not. The last thing I remember was being in the crypt with Torgrim and Hi-Synn over there, and then all of a sudden I woke up in the police cart.
Not immediately recently. I can tell a god has spoken to you recently. Which god was it, and what did they want?
A god? I don't actually recall this. I don't know. I just kind of blacked out in a way.
Blacked out.
The
Right.
last thing I remember was just going into the crypt and then Torgrim unleashing this boxer to the world, and then just all of a sudden, just that's it. I just must have just fainted or something.
It would have been long before that. So I can sense a god's residue on you. It doesn't last forever, but it does fade over time, and it has faded a little bit, not just from today. So a god has chosen you. How does it feel to be chosen by a god?
I don't really know. I guess I'm blessed in a way, but I'm confused as to why the god has chosen me amongst other beings who are far more competent than I am.
As you start to wake up a little bit more, so you can see him now. He is a human monk. He's wearing a simple yellowy brown sort of robe. He's got a shaved head, and he's got a slight yellow slight yellow glow in his eyes. It's very strange. So when you're looking directly at his eyes, you cannot see that glow. It's when you look away and you start to see it sort of out of your peripheral vision. It's clear as day that it's there until you look at it again.
Cool.
Yeah. He's also got some scars around his eyes. One on his right side going up his face, and on the other side he's got a scar going down his face.
I assume we can all quite clearly hear this because there was no distinction of whispering.
Yes, he would have been quite excited when he woke you up.
Okay. Well, I can see through the bars, so you can just see like Hi-Synn's face. Like
I could see the smile on Hi-Synn just getting bigger and bigger.
yeah, she's like, oh, this is interesting.
Torgrim was too busy showing off his leg tattoos over the bed, just like leaning over.
Just imagine Torgrim just going like, yeah, you see this one? Saw these guys back in like 06.
Before they sold out, man.
So yeah, you've seen him pretty well now, but you can tell he was so excited. It's kind of got him a little bit exhausted from just all the excitement of seeing you and being able to tell that you've been touched by a god, you've been spoken to a god, and you've recently returned to this realm from somewhere else. And he sort of slumps back onto the bed, and he just looks at you and just says, "Who are you?"
I'm just all I'm aware of is that I'm Gug Drutha. But now that you say something, I'm guessing I'm not quite who I feel I am.
Maybe not.
What's your name, by the way? I feel quite rude not asking.
My name is Sai. I'm very
No,
curious. Go on.
No, go on.
I am very curious about you, but if you don't remember, I have no more questions. I won't bother you anymore.
No, please, I'm intrigued. I would like to know. I'm unaware. I would like to know how you can see this in me.
I have a gift. Me and my brothers were born with a gift. That's all I want to say, really. That's all I can say about it at the minute. We have looked into the origin of it, but nobody really knows. We just accepted it a long time ago that we have gifts.
And I can see that you are a monk as well, just by the way you are dressed. Might I ask what you are doing in this cell here?
That doesn't concern you.
Fair enough. I shall not pry. But I am intrigued hearing everyone else's. Now you've got me. Well, I imagine all of us who can hear. I imagine we're all quite intrigued.
That's not something I want to go into. Ever really. It's not that I will tell you eventually. I don't like talking about it too much. I just observe.
Oh, I don't really know what to say to that. I imagine just Goog is just a little throne that just so I won't elaborate. Just newfound sort of vision, knowing that he's more of not quite the being that he actually was. Knowing that there's something more to him now.
Okay, so we will switch back to Torgrim and Ergbar. And Ergbar says, you mentioned you were in a crypt. Why were you in a crypt?
We were looking for work, or I was looking for work.
I know your type. I know. You part of that motif clan, aren't you? They're always hanging around in crypts trying to find teeth.
How dare you? Do I look like I'm after? Did I ask you for your teeth when I got here?
Well, I mean, you can't really do much down here, can you? Because it'll be worse for yourself.
What do you know about this teeth clan?
What do you know about the Teeth clan?
I know that they wanted my teeth.
Okay.
What do you know about this teeth clan?
Well, if you weren't part of the clan, I mean, they're a rude type anyway. Yeah. So I did have them living right next door to me for a very brief moment, for about 3.5 weeks. They're a rowdy bunch, always shouting motif, motif. Silly bunch as well. I did hear a lot of screaming during the day, a hell of a lot of screaming, but they mostly went out at night, presumably to gather more teeth. But yeah, they moved on from there. I don't know exactly where they are. I don't think anybody knows where they are. I don't really want to know where they are. But the rumors are they live at the top of a tower. But that's the rumor. I don't know. I don't know if they are.
As soon as I get out here, I'm going to find this tower. Can I ask, are they all goblins?
They weren't all goblins. There was one person who never seemed to leave. I just assumed he was a leader. I wasn't interested in them. I wasn't interested in being on their radar, should I say? But yeah, this one guy dressed like a wizard with like a full white gown. Very strange, but yeah, they weren't all goblins. Just scum of Cadenza kind of people.
That is something we can agree on. And then can I turn to Goog through the fence and just go, "Hey, ask your god to get us out of here."
Just I look at Torgrim, just swiveling his entire body towards me. Just, I'm not. I don't know what to ask. Like, surely it'd be bad to ask my god to break us out, right?
Well, leave the elf then. Just us.
None of us have checked the doors, have we? They might be open.
They're not open. I don't think I left any of them open. No, I didn't.
I only asked because I clicked on it earlier and I heard the door make a clanking sound. I was like, "Oh, it might be open."
No, they're all locked. Yeah. So we'll go back to Corsan and Hi-Synn again then, and Corsan will say to you, so you knew of my city. What do you know of Ionia?
What would I know of Ionia?
Not a lot. You can roll a history check.
Cool. Yeah, because I know where she lived. She was a little, well, quite sheltered in that sense. So, okay.
Yeah.
History was it?
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, you had books.
14.
14. Yeah, you know the basics from what I've told you already. Corsan turns to you and says, "So do you know about the old water creatures or amphibious creatures that used to live here?" So I never knew that the city of Ionia existed. So what I'm trying to do is I'm traveling the world to try and document more more creatures, more sea creatures, or creatures that sometimes live in the sea, sometimes live on land. The last that my people knew was that the shoreline, the water, went all the way up to the Plectrine Mountains, and none of this land existed. So I came here to try and find out about those creatures. All I heard was that some were sort of greeny brown, some were blue. There are no pictures of them. I actually came in through the Plectrine Mountains because that was how you got to the sea from this side. But I found more land. I found more land here.
Yes.
But I managed to get through the cave systems okay. But yeah. So do you know anything about that?
No, unfortunately, I had rather sheltered life. The only places I've been are my home of Lochria, and here I just went in a straight line, didn't stop. So unfortunately, I don't know if perhaps we get out of here or escape. Which gives a little. We can travel together and perhaps find what you're looking for.
Maybe I would like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, and then because you said this is going to be over a couple of hours, I would like Hi-Synn to, if possible, go into her trance. So she's like, she trances for 4 hours. It's a full rest for her. Just as a thing, just so she's asleep and that kind of thing.
Okay. So yeah, that those conversations sort of, like I said, all happened over a few hours. It gets to nighttime. You realise you're going to be in here overnight. So you'll sleep, you'll go to sleep and everything. You can trance again if you want. And you do level up. You level up to level 2, which I told the guys would happen. So we've already done that. And you wake up in the morning, all fresh, leveled up. After, a little bit of small talk, maybe about an hour passes again. You hear footsteps coming from around the corner and chatting. It's the same person that was chatting to you before. But there's another voice that you recognise, and it's Mandy.
Mandy!
So Mandy, shall I put? No, I won't bother putting him in. Mandy walks around the corner with this, the city, he wasn't the captain, he was like a sergeant, and walks around, and she comes around to the corner and she sees you all and says, "Oh, I'm so terribly sorry that you got into this situation because of me. I sorted out with the City Watch. I've paid them lots of money to get you 3 out. I'm so sorry. Would you come back to the Badger's Trousers, and I will give you anything you want. I'll give you. I know I've already said I'll give you whatever you want. You can stay for as long as you want. I'll give you free food, free water, free ale for as long as you need. I cannot believe this has all happened because of what I asked of you. I'm so sorry."
Well, you do have a bit of explaining to do, but I'm sure we can all agree that sounds a bit fair, and we all appreciate that. And she takes like a deep bow.
Okay. Yes. Turnip, please let them out, and you guys come with me. So yeah, you all come out, and
as we leave, Hi-Synn's like, "Oh, thank God, they've treated us awful." Like,
Torgrim is just like, "Oh, more minutes and I would have bent those bars open." That's all I've anyway.
Now I pictured him like, like what they do like in the TV shows of like the smaller people, they got their feet on the bars and their hands on, just going.
Also, you notice when we're out, you don't know how, but he's now got a teardrop tattoo.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh,
I will allow it.
that's so funny. You need to keep track of these.
I'll have it. I'll have it. Oh,
So you all. Oh, I should have made this wall see-through because it's a bar. Never mind. I'll bring Mandy to you, and Mandy stands here, in front of you all, just apologising again. She says, "Look, guys, you can stay for as long as you want. I'm so sorry that happened.
what did happen?
Well, you got arrested."
Yes, but I
I
think he means like the whole events that led up to it, like the corpse in the in the underground, the goblins. Do you know anything?
Well, okay. Yes. So you probably remember I told you we did know where the skeletons came from, and we assumed they came from that crypt. Hack will say otherwise, but we did dig that tunnel because we want to know what the deal is with the Well of Wealth. I'm sure some of you or all of you are curious as well. That's what most people come here for the Well of Wealth. I'll tell you everything I know. I'll tell you what we do know about it, but we still really, really want to know more. We want to get to the bottom of it, quite literally. So the Well of Wealth, it heals people somehow. There is very, very small magic inside it that heals people. Most people come along, they drink from the well, nothing much happens. It might cure a headache or a paper cut, but it doesn't do very much. But some very clever magic users, probably wizards, I don't actually know what they were, but they realized that if you amplify the magic, it has very, very good healing powers. So I would like to offer you three, these 3 cups. They are cups of amplify magic. And basically you can go and fill them up from the well, and they will heal you. They'll heal you back up. It kind of works. Remember, Torgrim, remember when you were down on the floor in the kitchen over here, and I gave you a healing potion? They work basically the same as that.
Like it?
Yeah, you remember that?
Forgiven.
You remember? Fantastic. And I think a Hack would also like to come and apologise to you. Let's bring her around. And she sort of skulks over here and says, "I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be at this orientation." And she says, I'm so sorry, guys." She sort of skulks quite far away from you. She knows she did bad. I genuinely didn't. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think the City Watch were going to come in. I was genuinely worried that some of the tunnels were going to come down. But I knew I'd be needed here for the gig, so I didn't come and help rescue you. I couldn't afford we couldn't have afforded the City Watch arresting me as well.
Now, see, Torgrim just absolutely gutted that he missed the gig.
Yeah, it was one hell of a gig. It really was. If you get a chance to see Nomad Zero, then definitely do. It's indescribable how good it was. And then Mandy takes over again and says, "We've had an idea. And like I said, I don't know if you guys want to know as much about the well as we do. But about 40 miles southeast of here, there is supposed to have been a tribe of water elementals. I know it sounds ridiculous, but yeah, there's meant to be a tribe of water elementals, and I think they might be able to help us find out what's going on with this well. I know you've done a lot for us, and I give you these cups as a thanks. Would you before I do that, actually, why don't you go and make yourselves comfortable upstairs? If you all of your stuff is still here from yesterday. Why don't you take all of your stuff to go upstairs, take the first the first bedroom on the right, and relax for a bit, and I'll come and see you soon. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Joint lodgings. Is it joint
Torgrim
lodgings?
just grabs all the ale and food he can grab while he's working.
The picture is like ham-fisted, like he's got like a mug on each finger, and he's just walking about.
Fantastic. So,
Well, as soon as we walk in, Hi-Synn's like, I get the, I sleep alone.
Grab Goog. Looks like we're bunking, buddy.
Yes, please be gentle.
yeah, we teleport you to upstairs. And so, yes, this will be your lodgings for however long you want.
We could all share a quick drink before Mandy comes up and sends us our request that she has, and then holds up a glass of wine, cheers, and then downs the entire thing.
On the cheers, Torgrim's just a little too heavy-handed, and the beer just goes over everyone.
Oh, and the time I didn't learn prestidigitation.
He's also just really badly playing his guitar again. Like, absolutely awful.
Goog and Hi-Synn just sort of leaning just away just to try and downplay the noise a little bit.
Yeah, you can see like her ears are like going like twitching because like, oh, I don't like it. Yeah, quite a nice lodgings, I'd say. Rather scored well. Don't know if it was worth the arrest though, but we'll have to see what happens.
At least we'll get a better night's sleep than last night.
That's true. It doesn't. And don't worry too much, Gug. You don't have to share with him very long. I sleep for 4 hours. It's perfectly fine. Once I'm awake, you can feel free to take my bed.
It's very generous of you. Thank you.
That's not a problem.
He warned I've got a tight grip in my sleep, though.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I face away.
Okay, so you've been up here for a little while, and you can see that. Yeah, cool. And yeah, so Mandy comes up, sort of hanging her head a little bit. She still wants to really apologise many more times for last night. But she walks in and says, "Oh, how are you finding it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot there was only 2 beds in here. We'll sort another bed out to bring in here for you. So you get one
don't have
each."
to worry, I promise.
Goog sighs of relief.
Oh well, if you so wish, Gug, that's fine.
2
Excellent.
nights in a row with beds. And I get a bed to myself now.
Sweet. So yeah, so she walked in and said a couple of bits, and then she said, "So about this water elemental tribe, have you had a chance to talk about it and decide if you're up for it?"
We've already
There
been
was
through
something we
this.
should have spoke about.
We've already been. Yeah, I mean, couldn't possibly be worse than going to prison together, right? I'm pretty sure we're entwined now, so they say.
I think it's
Just,
something that you'd be interested in.
Just well. I think it can make me play guitar better than I already do.
She's Hi-Synn's like making sure he's not looking. He's like,
Sweet. Well, okay. Well, yeah, there will be a cart for you. I hope one of you can drive a cart because neither me or Hack are able to come with you, and this is going to be kind of a not necessarily a secret mission, but we want to keep this on the down low, if that's okay with you guys. And you are free to leave whenever. Hack is already downstairs making up a load of food and drink for you to take with you. Lots of provisions. Is there anything else that you might need that I can go and get for you now?
Has anyone else done this journey before, specifically to the water elementals?
Lots of people have been down there. As far as I'm aware, nobody has seen them. But I don't know. I just have a hunch. They've got to be there somewhere. The rumor can't have come from nowhere.
there is always a little bit of truth in rumors. So, yeah, we can always report back. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Fantastic.
I'm just happy to have a job.
Plenty of money in it for you. There's no shops down that way, so you won't need it now. So You haven't got it at the minute, but we'll give you plenty of money when you get back.
Wonderful. So
Fun.
they're making
Like
up
the stuff.
supplies. I assume the magic cup is again like an Estus flask
Yeah,
kind of thing from like dark.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
from like dark. Cool. So we won't need healing potions, so to speak, as we've got that cup.
No, yeah, that's right.
Cool. That's fine. I was going to ask about them. We've got provisions, and we already have natural sleeping stuff, so we don't need that. I can't think of anything else unless anybody else can think of what else to bring.
No.
Oh, a giant
No,
keg of ale, actually, for our friend.
How giant?
As big as him,
Is it?
perhaps.
Yeah, that's quite a small one. We have far bigger. That's exactly why I was wondering how giant. Yes, we will. There's ale. Old, consider it oldie on there. So yes, please make yourself comfortable. You can leave whatever you want here. You'll have the key. I will go over to what. Why don't you guys come with me? Actually, I was going to say I will go and fill your cups up with water from the well, but you can come if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Fantastic.
would like to join.
Yeah.
No problem. I don't have a map for that, but we'll just say you go. Okay, and then you guys go to the Well of Wealth with Mandy.
I should do like an Arcana check on it, just to see if she knows maybe what kind of magic is from. Like, is it a divine magic doing this, or is it like actually like an actual like over like a magical an area that's causing it to have that effect on things? But I'll give it a quick roll now anyway. I'll probably fail it. But
roll for it.
you got a 25 natural 20.
Nat 20.
I mean, again, if she's not meant to know that much, it is fine.
Yeah. Nat 20 doesn't always necessarily mean you get the answer. You get the very, very slight hint of necromancy.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not. It doesn't come across as like. It doesn't. Does it feel harmful, or is it just like that's an essence kind of thing? You know what I mean?
Just an essence, yeah.
Just an essence.
I don't know if you can tell if it's harmful from necromancy. Okay, so you leave the well. Mandy gives you the cart to head. She said it's southeast of Ionia. Like she said, it's about 40 miles.
I've ridden horses, so I can steer the carriage. Can't be too much more difficult. It's like going from a push bike to a fucking. It's like going from a push bike to a fucking 18-wheeler. Every turn and it's on his wheel.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the cart and you start traveling southeast. It's about 40 miles, like I said, so it's going to be probably just over sort of a day's travel. You get probably 30 to 35 miles in the first day, I would say. Yeah, I would say you get almost there, but you don't want to approach at dark when it's getting dark. Yeah. So you get there and you probably want to set up camp just a few miles before it. But before we get to that, is there anything any of you guys wanted to chat about?
Yeah, I just gotta say, you see Torgrim in the back just playing with his teeth, and he's just like, I wonder if we'll come across these teeth guys on the route.
Yes, I would like a little bit of fiery revenge. She launches just one of those what are they called, a firebolt up in the air, and just have it like a little firework in the air.
I like that.
Torgrim, how much of that ale have you drunk today?
He just picks up the keg and empties it, and there's like a couple of drops come out.
Bloody hell.
None for the way home then. So that's another reason why you probably want to stop and camp before getting there.
Yeah, he's fucking sloshed.
Sweet. So so you start setting up the camp. You do decide eventually that you're going to probably want to camp before going, because you want to go in the daylight. You want to go to the beach, essentially in the daylight. Probably a little bit. So you just start to talk about setting up a camp, and as you start to talk about it, so Hi-Synn, you get a splitting headache and your arm starts to hurt. in two places, one on the forearm, one up near your shoulder. And you start to have a vision. And from the other guys, what you see is he just, she just sort of puts her hands on her head like this and then faints. You start to have a vision. So roll a D100, please.
How do I do that without a D100?
I don't know.
Isn't it like
You got
roll a D10 for the 10s and then a D10 again for the 1s.
Okay, so for the 10s, I got 5.
Okay.
So 50, I think. Yeah, and then 7.
57.
So 57. Yes.
Okay. That's not bad. Okay. Cool. I'm going to write it down. I'm not going to tell you anything more about that. So, sorry, let's bring this back in here, over here.
Turn into a goat.
So, in this vision, you've just sort of fainted to the floor. The other guys have seen it, and you start to have a vision. In the vision, you're stood in a cave, and you see two bodies on the floor with their arms stretched out towards each other, sort of maybe about 5-6 inches apart. So they're pretty old and haggard, with the skin sort of starting to grey. They look all sort of, the skin is like reflective and grey. You cannot move. Is there anything you want to try and do in this vision?
I can't move. Am I able to like turn my head at least?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take a look around the room and see what the area looks like?
Okay. It is just a cave. There's nothing sticking out really, apart from stalactites and stalagmites. Yay, clever.
And
you recognize this cave.
Okay.
So as you stand there pondering what to do, you hear the sound of distant waves and water rushing. From the look of the shadows in this cave and the sound of the water, you sense that something isn't right.
Does it smell like the ocean, or does it? You know what I mean? Is it like coastal? Does it smell like that?
Yes, it is coastal. It does smell, so you can tell it's the ocean just from the smell. Yeah, you can tell that something isn't right. It's as if time is speeding up.
Oh, geez.
So as you stood there, after a brief few more moments, some water rushes into the small cave that you're in, and it starts to rise. And you were right, time is definitely going faster. You can see the water's not moving right. It's moving way too fast. And you stood there still unable to move. The water rises over your toes, then to your ankles, then up to your shin, and up to your knees, where it stops for a few moments. But you start to think to yourself, it should be longer. It's because time is sped up, so you don't know how long it would actually be staying there for. And then it starts disappearing again. It starts going down. And you see the two bodies again, in exactly the same pose and position, but different this time. They don't look alive, but they certainly don't look dead anymore. It's a man and a woman. So the woman is on the left and the man is on the right. They're both wearing sort of burgundy colour robes. Both got bright blonde hair. And as you stand there looking around still, the water's all completely disappeared now. And you're still looking around because you haven't got anything else to do. And you look around and then you look back again, and these two figures are stood up, staring right at you.
Oh, God.
Right at you.
God. I actually just got like goosebumps all over me there.
And then they start to fade out. They start to fade from existence.
Okay.
And you get a splitting headache again, and you faint. And it's like you're having visions inside the vision.
Oh, God.
So which one's which? Yeah. So you see a vision of the man first. He's in the city that you were born in the city that you live in. Lockria, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. In that city, very close to where your home was. You really recognize it, but it does look a little bit different to how you've always known it. And you see him just looking at where your house was, where you lived. And then you fade out again, and you see a vision of the woman. She stood in the middle of a field, her back to you. You can see sort of big trees in the distance, maybe about 50, 60 feet away. There's a fence in the middle as well. She got her back to you. You can see just left and right of her two graves.
Oh.
And she stood facing the graves, and you walk around her, and you notice a grave in the middle says your name on it.
Oh my god.
And that is where the visions end. So you come back to again. Can you
You just smell beer breath.
beer breath?
Ocean piss and beer breath.
I want you to roll something. Roll like an investigation or
I got a plus 10 in that. 14.
14.
Yeah. Wasn't great, but
No, you don't get
got
much
to
from this.
got to flex the plus 10 though.
Are you telling the other two about what happened, about your visions? And I'll say now, because if you are, and if you're saying it in quite a great amount of detail, well, not great detail, but in a good amount of detail, they can roll as well to see if they figure out. But it's up to you if you want your character telling.
She won't tell what she saw, but she will say that she's had visions before, and this one was a particularly bad one. That's why she passed out.
Okay. And I think that is where we will end this session. Are you guys happy with that? You're probably not that happy, but
I don't know. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
awesome.
I want to know.
Lots of stuff going on. I didn't know how much to dig into your backstories so early, but sod it. Why not?
Yeah, I think they're
like it.
giving like little bits of feed, because essentially you've opened the first chapter to the book, and now you can fill the rest of it with all other stuff and then drip bits in, you know.
Yeah.
So I think now that you've got it in there, people are going, oh, what the fuck is all this?
Yeah. Well, we should leave this for the encore. I've decided to name it the encore, our episode where we chat about what happened in the episode. Cool. I don't know if that's a cool name or a terrible name.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the name encore.
Like it.
Come and join us in the encore, which we haven't decided fully yet, but it's going to probably, we'll sit down and chat about everything that happened and release it probably a couple of days after this episode is out. But in the meantime, we have some plugs to make. Kieran, do you want to go first?
Yeah, as usual, would just like to plug the Dippy Doughnutters, my actual like vlog thing, and that I do with my other half, Courtney, my partner in crime. And I'd also like to plug my very dead Twitch channel under Wasted Limbs.
As always, yeah, all links will be in the video description. I forgot to do mine. I'll do mine quickly now. I am one half of the Dear Download podcast. I talk about Download Festival probably about 70% of the time. Talk about music in the industry, all other sorts of stuff. We do movies sometimes. Yeah, I do it with a good friend of mine, Simon Bond. Come and check that out. We do episodes every 2 weeks. We're on all major streaming platforms. Luke.
Yeah. You can just find me on Twitter or X, Twitch, and YouTube, all under Fragments Falls. All the links are on my actual Twitch itself. I stream 3 times a week, usually Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Saturday, 8 o'clock until late. So yeah, you can find me there.
Sweet. And Sean?
Well, I'm obviously plugging
Sean's.
I'll plug you guys.
You plug us. Yeah, fantastic. Plug us. Also, yes, Sean, we're going to give you business ideas, which you will follow through and see which one works out. Sean's
Every single one.
Sean's come and have a look at Sean's sacred sandals. Come and buy a pair. Are they blessed?
I like it.
Are they blessed?
You need to give us a little pitch on the start of the next episode of how it went, of how you.
Yeah. Are they blessed by a god, or are they just holy? Find out for yourself at Sean's Sacred Sandals.
Yes.
Excellent, guys. We're going to be doing something like that every episode. So leave us comments telling us what Sean's next business venture should be. Something I should have said last episode, which I completely forgot, but we are going to be more than happy to have some guests on. We've already got Simon Bond lined up, and maybe a couple of other people as well. But if you want to come and be a guest, then send us an email. You can find that in the episode description, and you can find that in the video description as well. Send us an email, who you are, your experience with D&D, and what else you do if you're in a band or if you do vlogs as well. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let us know. Anything else from you guys before we go?
Oh, all good on my end.
Good.
We're good. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
There is magic in music.